Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Everette Man Show.
What up? Welcome to the Everette Man Show. First show of 2025. We're going to keep it live. So we're going to get into something real quick. I don't know if you know about it, but we know about the Skip Bayless and Joy Taylor lawsuit. Fox Sports getting sued. Hairdresser is talking about sexual harassment, some racial stuff going on. So if you don't know the story, I'm going to go ahead and break the story down for you real quick in my own way. And let's just start it off with, we're going to talk about the real joys of Fox Sports. See, the crazy thing about this whole story is it's a lawsuit against Fox Sports. Skip Bayless is the big name. Joy Taylor is the hot name. And she's the one that's getting all of the press basically from this story, from what I'm looking at. So basically, this story start off, we got Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless comes over to Fox Sports and they offer him some money because they want to kind of compete with ESPN. They want to start doing shows. And so they bring Skip Bayless over, offer him some money and say, hey, we're going to give you a new show. Now, if you got a new show, there's a couple things you need to start it off, right? One of those things that we all know is you got to look good. You look good, you feel good, you do good. So they brought in the hairdresser. I'm probably about to chop her name up. Noshin Faraji, if I'm reading it correctly. Noshin Faraji comes in to Fox Sports. She is the hairdresser. She works on Skip's hair. You also need someone else when you're doing the show, especially like Skip's. You need a co-host or a fellow debater. So cue in Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, and Noshin, or we'll just call her the victim. Nah, I don't want to call her victim. That's kind of crazy. So we'll just call her Faraji, her last name. Faraji doing Skip hair. Skip decides that, he start taking a liking to her. She say, hey, what's up, Skip? He say, no, call me Drip. She say, look, Mr. Bayless. He say, no, say less. 1.5 million. I want that body. She, being of a virtuous hairstyling profession, we all know of any hairdressers and hairstylists in our neighborhoods. These are very upstanding people. She turns down the 1.5 million and says no. So she says no. Skip feel rejected. He in the car talking to Lil Wayne, listening to these hoes ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Drip Bayless, baby. Just Drip Sailor. She can't say that to me. Come back to work the next day and notices that she's getting just a little bit too familiar, a little too friendly with old Shannon Sharp. Skip Bayless immediately accuses her of sleeping with Shannon Sharp. She like, no, I don't do that. I turned you down. I don't want Shannon. Skip like, you lying bitch. She like, no, that's not me. So it starts to be some tension between Skip and Shannon. Now Shannon is going in. That's when you seen a little turn of kind of attitude with Skip. He started taking real cheap shots at Shannon. You know what I'm saying? That's why Tom Brady got a better workout regimen than you. Just saying like crazy shit, right? And Shannon like, nope, Skip, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. And then, he almost had to bust that ass on live TV. We all seen it. And everybody was kind of wondering what happened. When did that deteriorate? Well, according to her, she was kind of part of that reason. She didn't want Skip. He thought that Shannon was getting it. Thought that Shannon was slanging it to her. He ain't like that too much. Cue in Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor pops up on the show. All of a sudden now she takes over the other host that they had, Jenny. She takes over for her. She's filling in for her. She comes in. She does about 60, 70 episodes. The whole time, though, Skip does not want Joy on the show. The hairdresser is like, well, why, if Skip don't want her on the show, then why is she on the show? Well, Joy invites her out to dinner, say, hey, I'm going to go take you out to meet some friends. We're going to go out and kick it. Friend that they go to meet, this guy back here, Charlie Dixon. Turns out Charlie Dixon and Joy, from what the hairdresser is saying, got a little something going on. They kind of a little too touchy-feely, which is really knocking Noshin off her notion, because she like, hey, ain't you married? Ain't he married? Like, I see a wedding ring on him. I see, y'all know that you married. Joy like, hey, mind your business. This is how we get shit done, right? Okay. Come to find out, he's the chief content executive for Fox and Fox Sports. He's the boss he's the reason Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp got a show. He's the reason she's a hairdresser. Joy steps onto the scene because apparently Joy, working her way into the game, got in cozy with him. Now, the hairdresser has said they were sleeping together. We don't know unless she participated. You don't know really what was going on unless you've seen something, and I haven't seen her say that she's seen anything other than some flirtatious behavior. Hey, LA, Hollywood, beautiful people, things happen, right? So this all comes down to Joy is using this man, from what she's saying, to elevate her career. Okay. Hey, that's what women do, right? But now there's too much friction on Undisputed. You see Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless is falling apart. Skip don't like Joy. Joy ain't really too fine to the situation, so now she got to find it out. She's talking to the content chief executive, so she finds out about this smooth brother from another night. My man Acho steps on the scene. Now, it's a little gray right here with the stories when you start looking and digging, because people don't know if Joy and Acho was already messing around, or if Joy said, hey, he's the next up and coming thing. Let me sink my teeth in. Right. This doesn't sit well with the hairdresser. She like, whoa, Joy, you kind of out here just kind of doing whatever. Now, meanwhile, there was a party going on because Joy is taking her out. Mr. Dixon over here pushes up on the hairdresser notion. Say, hey, I kind of like how you move. You know what I'm saying? I think you got motion. So he go ahead and push up on her and grab her booty at a party. She get mad. She go and tell Joy. Joy look at her and say, you better use what you got to get what you want. This is the big leagues, right? She's pissed now. You supposed to be my girl. You supposed to be my dog. We supposed to be this and that. No, it ain't this and that. It's that I'm about to rise to the top. Joy saying, hey, this is what I do. This is what we do. So Joy proceeds on with her career. As you know, you see her on TV now. I guess her and Acho fell out because he get a show, she got a show. Everything falls into place. This hairdresser, Notion, leaves the company in August of 2024. January of 2025, she's filing a lawsuit for sexual harassment on the part of Skip Bayless and Dixon, and racial against Joy, because apparently Rachel talked about her because she's Iranian. And at the end of the day, BBC is winning. So what do I think about all this? I don't know any of these people, but I do know people. And I can tell you there may be a lot of truths in here, but I can spot one lie immediately. Nobody offered her $1.5 million for some ass. That is not a man's value of getting some ass from a woman. That is something that she values herself at, $1.5 million. Even Stephen A. Smith said he can't imagine Skip giving up $15. He's one of the cheapest people he know. Mind you, Skip is worth about $17 million. Joy is worth $1 million. This hairdresser is worth $1 million. You turn down $1.5 million for one night or an action with Skip? Get the fuck out of here. Stop lying. Stop lying. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Okay? You got to show me some receipts on that. You talking about he offered you $1.5 million. My next question is, well, what did you do with the money? What did you spend it on? Because there's no way in hell. Do you get a lot of $1 million offers? Do you get a lot of $1 million offers? That's crazy to me. That is, I can't believe that. No man I know in earshot of anybody is going to believe that. That is a crazy astronomical number. This is not the movies. I know she in LA, but that is not real life. Skip got a wife. You think his wife ain't gonna miss $1.5 million and he's stingy? What did you spend $1.5 million on? So we're gonna X that out the case. Second off, you know, I don't like to bash or call you a victim, because I don't think you're a victim in this situation. I think you was just playing in a league that you wasn't supposed to be in. But I'm going to call you a raggedy bitch, because not because you're a woman. You raggedy for putting Joy's business all out in the street, putting her business out and putting all these people up in your mix simply because you didn't like the way things was going at a job you stayed at for a decade. A decade. That's some raggedy shit, and those is bitch moves. Okay? Joy might have hurt your feelings, and so now you're going to put all her dirty laundry out into for the world to see. So at the end of the day, they can call Joy a hoe. Joy is about business. Joy is a competitor. You found out you was out your league. You need to stop that. This world need to stop that. We just trying to jump on anybody who rich or who we think famous just so we can knock them down. Skip ain't offer that woman no $1.5 million. You're going to have to prove that to me. Show me. I as a person who just watch on TV, I can't see it. I can't see it. And when Stephen A., who known the man for 25 years, come out and say, hey, I don't think he would have offered the $15. He that cheap. That 1.5 was $1.50. I ain't saying Skip ain't push up on her. I ain't saying that Skip ain't get jealous and think that she was getting slung. You know what I'm saying? By Shannon. I had to go check her name up and make sure it wasn't Michelle. But what I am saying though is you're a liar. You're a liar. And we need proof. You know, I don't believe you. I need more people. The only person in this whole situation that you really could be suing, maybe you could get Skip if he was pressing on you, but the only person that touched you and violated you in any kind of way was Charlie Dixon. If that man really walked up and grabbed your ass at a party and said, hey, let's do this another way, okay. But other than that, you ain't doing nothing but trying to be out here and trying to create a name for yourself because you were so virtuous that you turned down 1.5 million. How much are you trying to make now? Everette Man Show. I'm out.
Welcome to the show, cause you know I know. Keeping up with the flow of all sports. Who hitting in the ring, who balling on the field, who hitting them shots on the basketball courts. Of course, you know that I keep it updated from high school to pros. We see who gon' make it from 216 into 216. With a whole city screen, we finally made it. Yes, we are the best and it's true. I know what you heard and I know what it do. 10 toes down my sword, where you pound real, recognize real, and I recognize you. So, we gon' keep it real with the facts. If you like that, grab a seat. You can sit back while I kick back with the winners. Keep it authentic. Give me 30 minutes, a couple shots, and a zigzag.